Hello everyone, Bkaimana here, and Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition is finally here. Oops, I forgot to change the input. Okay. Well, now all Xenoblade games are available to play on the Switch. That is kind of crazy. I never got to finish this game on the Wii U, so I'm very thankful that we finally gotten a definitive edition. But without further ado, let's begin. Alright. Oh, that title screen. Always been a great one. Oh, and even here, the UI is so much better. Oh. Alright then. Let's get to it. Monolith Soft. Xenoblade Chronicles X. Is it just me, or does that not the definitive edition not feel centered? Oh, look at that! Not even at gameplay and already finding complaints. Jeez, the army.
July 2054 AD. The Earth was caught in a great battle between unknown alien forces. Their weapons were terrifying and powerful beyond human reckoning. Our planet was overwhelmed, its surface reduced to ash and rubble in the blink of an eye. The coalition government knew the war was coming. In response, they prepared the Earth-Life Colonization Project, Project Exodus. Interstellar arcs were launched all across the planet, from every major city on Earth. Bravely, we leapt from our cradle, our home for the last 4.5 billion years. But most of the arcs never even made it out of the atmosphere. Only a small handful managed to escape. Among them was our ship, the White Whale. After leaving Earth behind, we spent 2 years wandering in space, searching. We thought of ourselves as the lucky ones, the pioneers who would settle a new world. But our past caught up with us. Literally. The alien blitz was unrelenting. If not for the efforts of a lone hero, we would never have survived.
And we might finally learn.
Our ship took heavy damage. We lost control. With our flight systems down, the white whale was pulled into the gravitational field of a nearby planet, its hull shattering and breaking to pieces as we plummeted toward the surface. Since then, 2 months have passed.
Alright, now for the custom character choice. Well, one thing I do is, if you've been with at this channel long enough, you know I'm a bit of an animator. I've made a few characters in my time. I'm an artist. So whenever I get the opportunity to make custom characters, usually I'll choose a wheel and select one of those. I had started playing this. I had started playing the original game back on Wii U about a month before Definitive Edition was announced, or I think even less. Which I already had, or it was already decided what character I'd be going with. So let's go ahead and make her. If you've been with the channel long enough, you barely might recognize her. Let's see, what are options? Yeah, this is probably going to be a decent bit of time here. They really do give you a lot of options color-wise. I did see they did give a few more hair options. Yeah, isn't this supposed to be like a Mithras hairstyle? You got something akin to Mio. Oh no, there's Mio. Honestly, I can't really remember exactly how I decided the character. Back on the Wii U. Yeah, if you saw my Fire Emblem Engage playthrough, the name and gender choice was at least based off the character deal. Couldn't really change much besides that. The eye options are always so weird in this game. I mean, it'll make sense later on. it literally just the Monado? And now we have also some voice options.
Ha! They staggered me. Huh? Ha! Huh? So what if you staggered me?
I've lost my balance. Success.
What do you say? Huh? Ugh, I hate losing.
Oh, all right. I've lost my balance. Shall we then?
There's Fiora.
Just tell me what to do. Huh? Huh? Huh?
Ugh, I hate losing my balance.
Hey there. Nice job. Nice job.
You're in good hands now.
So what if you stag? We're gonna do great.
All right, let's do it.
Nice job.
Either independent.
Here goes. You're in good hands now. Huh?
Nice job.
Huh?
Ha! Hey there. Nice job.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, no, don't want to do that. Alright. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, we don't put in a name yet. But if you've seen my Dark Souls playthrough, Rohan is also one of those characters.
Attention, external access confirmed. Disengaging stasis in 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Although the change he undertook in Dark Souls 2, that was definitely interesting. But kind of gone with it.
Releasing hatch. Please stand clear.
I'm also hoping to use this this stream as a good test to make sure
Hey there.
I'll be able to stream the Nintendo Switch 2.
Looks like you're all in one piece.
Direct, in a few weeks.
Careful. Just take it nice and slow, okay? Your senses will need time to reactivate. Your pod is the only one around that landed intact. Good thing I found you. My name's Elma. You want to tell me yours?
Alright. Oh,
You
wait.
don't even remember your own name?
Forgot about that part.
It must be the stasis hangover. That's not good. Just try and focus, all right?
There we go. And there it is. Everyone, meet Sapphire. There should be an
Good,
old
there we go.
animation I did
What else
with
you
her.
remember?
Definitely wasn't the greatest model.
It'll come. In the meantime, I'll get you up to speed
that's
here
when
as
my
best I
modeling
can.
experience definitely could have used some work.
How are your limbs? Can you move? We'll take it easy while you shake the stasis out of your system. One step at a time, all right? First things first, you'll be needing a weapon. There you go. All right, let's get going.
So happy to be playing this game again. Awakening. Alright, just follow the exclamation points. Ah, that moon gravity jump. Oh, how I missed it. The camera also feels a lot faster compared to the Wii U as well.
Most of the white whale's life pods didn't survive the crash, like this one. You're one of the lucky few. Right. You don't even remember the white whale, do you? You know, the L002? The ship we escaped Earth on? You remember Earth, right? Planet Earth. Your homeworld. Or rather, it used to be anyway. Unfortunately, it was caught in a battle between two alien forces. And destroyed.
Making good use of the expensive cutscene.
Ring any bells? Don't feel bad. It's one memory I'd like to forget. I know. It's been following me for a while now.
Get ready for some
alarm
great
you,
music.
But we're going to need to defend ourselves. You up to the task?
Yeah, the Xenoblade X skin for Tetris 99. Oh, I've been playing that for a lot now. Still got auto attacking. Great. Hurts.
It begins.
Engaging! Lay down some fire for me!
I'll blast a hole right through him.
Sliding! Appendage destroyed! Move in and strike!
Assault hammer.
Goodness.
You're not half bad. There's plenty of work back in the city for someone who knows how to handle a weapon, you know.
I don't want to do work.
Hey, I'm not trying to pressure you into anything, alright? It'll be your decision in the end. But anyway, we can talk more details later. For now, let's keep moving.
The new UI looks great. Still got soul voices. Succeeding the prompts, you and the prompts issuer will gain HP and receive beneficial effects. Oh, you just hold it now. I was so used to just mashing the button back on the Wii U. And they got rid of field action
Keep
levels.
everyone safe.
Great change.
It begins.
Let's see what you've got.
Shadow
Shadow Strike! Slide Knife! Move in and do some damage!
God damn. Did it too soon.
Flame grenade! I can't move!
Slide! Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike! Shadow
Can't use
Strike!
that yet, Elmo.
I figured we'd win.
We got it. Let's move.
Ah. Just got to the lyrics.
Attack at range. Follow my lead.
Target in sight.
I
Scream
can't
edge.
move.
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. Shadow Strike.
I know. Take this. Flame grenade. Go me. Now close the gap.
Slide Knife. Move in and do some damage. Didn't have to be like this. Slide! Scream edge! Shadow Strike!
Assault hammer. Down you go. Present fire.
Slide! Slinger!
Fire. And don't miss. I got a little reckless.
I should heal up
Please,
first.
heal me. Roll harder.
Shadow Strike! Slide Knife! Move in and
still
do
can't
some
do it.
damage. Scream edge!
Use this strength to keep everyone safe.
Alright. Time for still one of my favorite scenes in the franchise. This was such a magical moment to be when, or on the Wii U.
The rain's starting to let up, just in time for sunrise. Follow me. I promise you're gonna love this.
Welcome to Mira.
Pretty wild, huh? They're all indigenous, as far as we can tell. We need to learn to play nice with these guys if we're going to try and coexist together.
It stinks that this song only plays during this scene. It's such a good one.
We call this planet Mira. You won't find it on any star chart. But it's our new home.
Oh, love it.
Recognize the habitat unit? That's where we're headed. Watch yourself. That first step's a doozy. We can jump if you like. You could handle the fall. But the indigents down there are another story.
No fall damage
some
in
big,
this.
some mean,
One of the
all
things
nasty.
that just makes this such a unique Xenoblade game.
Given our options, the high road here would be the safer way to go, relatively speaking. That said, whichever way you want to go, I'll follow your lead. You decide.
Yeah, they got different detection types. Pressing no icon, visual, and auditory. Oh, I forgot the aerial. I completely forgot about the aerial cam. I feel like I so rarely use this. Well, this is a good way to get a good view of your surroundings. Alright. Now we could jump down, but there are collectibles that we can get. Like on this path. Although there are also probably collectibles on the other paths as well.
Sir!
Excuse me.
It begins!
Let's see what you've got.
Shadow Strike! I feel great! Slide! Let me out!
Scream and the subject's destroyed. Move in and strike.
Take this!
Got it. Upper hand.
Nice job!
We got it. Let's move.
Nice, got slit edge.
Here we go!
Let's see what you've got.
Slide! Like a red ass!
Nice. Move in and do some damage. Shadow strike.
Assault hammer! Down you go! Rapid fire! Come on, there's no time to lose. We've got a mountain of things to do.
That's the spirit. Just don't wear yourself out.
Did they add more dialogue as well?
Huh. It begins!
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack. Shadow strike.
I'll make him scum! Go light! Fighter, close the gap! Flame grenade!
Now, melee attacks.
I know! Take this! That's something! Try toppling it with gunfire! Slide! I figured you'd
charge as well.
Here we go.
Let's see what you've got. Shadow Strike!
Slide opener! Down you go! Suppressive fire! Flame grenade!
Scream Edge! Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike!
No! Take this!
Slide Knife! Move in and do some damage.
No. Make a pass. Yeah, I might not be strong enough with the big one. Can't wait to get my skill and really start
begins.
exploring.
Let's see what you've got.
Although that will definitely not
Early
be
bird.
today.
Shadow Strike!
Fire! Down you go! Suppressive fire!
That put a dent in him. Move in and
Hope
keep
you're
the
ready
rhythm
for
going.
That did something! Try toppling it with gunfire!
Slide Knife! Move in and do some damage.
I know! Take this!
Shadow Strike!
Man, we're stuck on a hole. No peace looking at the sky. Trouble's always
Slide! Thunder!
guns and cannons.
Stream and appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
I know! Take this! Go
Upper hand.
Now close the gap! I'll use this strength to keep everyone safe.
Ah, wait, no, I don't want to sell. Keep everything for now. Oh, right over here. Checking. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we can upgrade to the iron knife. I can get a scouter. Advanced Iron Saber. Oh, already got photon sabers? What the heck? tape here as well. Well, that's what that means. We're almost there.
Looks a lot bigger up close, doesn't it? And this was just the habitat unit. The white whale was one hell of a ship. Until it all came crashing down, at least. That's the west gate. It's closed off now for security reasons. But we've repurposed a freight elevator that will get us inside. Grexes. And they're riled. We can't leave them roaming here, not this close to the gate. We're gonna have to take them down. You ready?
Yep. Oh, melee weapons do a bit more damage. Okay. Less damage. I already know that part. I've never understood, like, the secondary cooldown parts. Okay, it just has a greatly increased effect. Okay.
Incoming enemies! Shadow strike! Assault hammer! Stream edge! That did something! Try toppling it with gunfire! I'll topple them!
Strength comes from experience. That's true on any front.
Roger! They won't get a moment's rest!
These enemies are big.
Destroyed. Move in and strike.
I know! Take this! Too easy. Move in on the next turn.
Early bird. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Take this! Go me! Now close the gap!
Now it's my turn. That one dented him. Move in and keep
Hope
the
you're
rhythm
ready
going.
for this! Flame grenade!
All right.
It's a shame we had to settle near so much wildlife.
They don't really have much of a
Luckily,
choice, though.
some species aren't so hostile. But they aren't necessarily friendly either. I've come to learn that there's a fine line between self-defense and provoking a fight. We need to walk that line. All right, let's head in. Who knows? Maybe seeing the inside will jog your memory.
I've always wondered, like, what this glass stuff is. Like, is it supposed to be the bottom of the hole? Like, affecting the water? Is it just ice? Time for another great scene. This prologue just gets you in.
Well, here we are. Not too shabby, huh? For a giant beached spaceship, anyway. But, like it or not, this place is our home now. We took the name from the city it was modeled after back on Earth. We call it New Los Angeles. Welcome to NLA.
And so it was that another survivor came to join our band of refugees. Together, we resolved to forge a new way of life here on Mira, come what may. New LA is a beautiful lie to ourselves. Truth is, we were adrift, heading into the unknown. Our native home was gone, swallowed in a shroud of light. And our future was uncertain. We had no idea what fate lay in store for us. Only that we had to keep living in order to see it.
Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition.
How about a quick tour of the facilities to refresh your memory? Let's start with your living quarters. Follow me.
Brave citizens of New Los Angeles, good day. This is your Director General, Maurice Chausson. Today, I once again come to you with news I am truly delighted to share. Yesterday, we repatriated 10 more White Whale crew members. These fellow pioneers will rejoin our ranks as citizens of NLA, bringing with them skills and know-how that will bolster our ability to survive and indeed flourish here in our new home. This, of course, is only the latest success in our continuing efforts.
Director General? Since when?
For the rescue and
Hey, thanks for
recovery of
joining.
2 days ago, ma'am.
brothers and sisters. I stand here truly humbled and
From
grateful.
political aid to director
Yeah, just
general in
finished
just
up,
a few weeks. At this
the
rate, you'll
beginning
be
of the
emperor by
prologue.
next month.
In LA and a better tomorrow.
Irina? Gwyn?
Nice work out there, ma'am.
Right.
Who are you
Introductions. Irina Akulov,
Yeah,
Gwyn
I've already
Evans.
met you before.
This one of the survivors, Colonel?
The survivor. I only found a single pod intact at Starfall Basin.
Wait, what? What happened to 10 more crew members?
Come on, seriously? Shosan was never one to let the truth get in the way of a good speech. Still, every last survivor counts. You can call me Irina. I'm with the Interceptors.
Me too. Same division. You can call me Mr. Evans.
Evans
Or just Gwyn.
Gwyn really looked like he got a
The three
a
of
new
us were in
design.
the Coalition forces together. Specifically, the Special Operations Heavy Armor Training Unit, aka the Skeleton Crew. I was a colonel and Irina a
Definitely
lieutenant.
looks better.
Gwyn was a more recent recruit. Of course, I keep telling them we don't need those old ranks anymore now that we're here.
You're still Colonel to me, ma'am. No reorg will ever change that. And that's not about chain of command either.
Yeah, no, actually
It's about
seeing
respect.
Arena definitely got a
You've earned it.
bit of a design.
And the award for best ass kiss
update as
goes
well.
to...
Well, I'd remind you both the mams
I
aren't
wonder how many of
necessary
the
if I
voice
thought
actors
you'd
came
listen.
back for the new content. I assume
All right,
for
ma'am.
any of the
We
characters
should
that
be
are
getting
in
back
the
to
new
work.
content,
Until next time, Colonel.
they got their voice actors back.
Right. We should be going too. The administrative district isn't far. That's where you'll be calling home. For now, anyway.
Alright, Chapter 1. Time to explore New LA. Ah, the music here.
Hey!
Oh, time to go for another cutscene. Yeah, that's definitely a lot of cutscenes in this beginning. It's the Monado!
Damn it! Look, I know what exhaust smells like, and it was exhaust in the cockpit. Just check the ductwork, would ya?
Oh, I'm checking. I just seriously doubt. Hey, look at that! The intake exhaust bypass is reversed. Oh man, it's a good thing I caught that.
You caught that? You're the one who cleared me to fly.
Everything okay? It's not like you to flub a flight check, Lynn. Good thing you had a rugged pilot like Doug at the controls.
Oh, hey, Elma. How'd it go out there? And would this be one of the you-know-whos? Cool. I'm Lynn Lee Koo, mechanic and top all-around fix-it gal for Blade. Yeah, well that, doesn't usually happen.
We know it doesn't, Lynn. Look, I know what you're thinking. But believe me, young as she may look, and yes, she is young, she's actually one of our top talents.
Most of the time, that is. Most of the time.
Anyway, you guys heading back to the barracks?
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Why do you ask?
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport? It's a great way to see the city. I'll give you the grand tour.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, Doug, I think that'll be all for today. You can clean up here and dock the Skell.
What?
Don't mind the exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Don't mind it? Wait, why am I cleaning up your mess in the first place? Lynn! Lynn!
See ya, Doug. Having the new way to change party members is such a good change. Oh. And the fact that party members you don't have will also gain experience. That is so helpful. Hey, we got the affinity chart now. Hello, sir.
Not bad, huh? You can see everything from up here.
It beats walking, that's for sure.
The best way to see NLA. I never get tired of this view. It's like a different city every time.
It's certainly come a long way in the last few weeks. But there's still so much to be done.
One day at a time.
Speaking of which, we don't really have time for a full pleasure cruise here. Why don't you give us the express tour then? Just the highlights.
Okay, you got it. New LA is divided into 4 districts. We departed from the Industrial District, where Doug and I were conducting the flight test. It has food production, skill development, you know, industries and stuff.
It's also where the West Gate is located, remember? Expect to pass through there fairly often. The only other gate out of the city is in the Administrative District, but I'm skipping ahead.
Next is the Commercial District.
I wonder if I can still
Restaurants,
run through the
galleries,
cars.
cafes, clothing,
Or
groceries,
if now with
you
the
name it.
power of the
It's a
Nintendo
veritable
Switch,
shopping
are they
paradise.
actually physical?
The CD is the closest thing to a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
Well, by NLA standards anyway. Day or night, the best and only bargains on the planet. To your right, the Residential District. Housing, housing, and more housing. Well, plus a nice park and the cathedral.
If you're ever looking for quiet time alone, or want to relax and unwind with a good book, that's the spot.
Right? The park is my favorite place to just zone out and chill. And last but not least, our destination, the Administrative District, the nerve center at the heart of NLA. Note the distinct dual-level structure here. The upper level holds our administrative tower, home to Blade HQ and the government. Not to mention Armory Alley as well as the barracks where we live. The lower level there is a hangar complex for Skell maintenance and repairs. And this concludes our tour. We will be landing shortly.
Thanks, Lynn. We'll save the rest of orientation for once we're back at the barracks.
Enjoy your stay in the administrative district, and thank you for flying Linley Airlines.
It sucked.
Right.
They didn't even
Let's
give me
get
peanuts.
you over to the barracks.
0 stars
Then I
for
should file my
that
report.
airline.
They'll be eager to hear the details on how I found you, I'm sure.
Well then, we better not keep them waiting. The barracks are pretty close, actually. They're set up just behind the giant blade tower here. That road there wraps around the left side and leads right to it.
We'll pass through Armory Alley, but let's not get sidetracked, okay? We can check it out later.
But what if there's such a good deal on the armors and weapons? The skies. Always look so cool.
Am I right?
Oh, the car's actually physical now?
I'll use this strength to keep
Or are
everyone
these always
safe.
physical since they were just staying like this? I need to get the commercial district to confirm that.
And here we are, the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
I think I can answer that one. So, you must be the latest
Hey,
rescue.
Kamaragi.
Secretary Nagi!
Miss Ku. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say?
Oh, wait, was it
Pep is
Nagi?
my middle name.
I thought it was Kamaragi.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No. Nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elma, you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here,
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
So is anyone gonna talk? Or are we just gonna continue to stand here in silence?
Allow me to formally
Oh, God,
introduce
finally.
myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? She seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until she knows enough to be able to make an informed decision. She seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Memory loss? From the stasis?
She could barely remember her name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Alright, time for a quick history lesson then.
Well then, where should we begin? It started at the end, 2 years ago. The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between two hyper-advanced alien civilizations. Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here, and we are alive. We survived.
What do you mean if she hadn't been there?
So yes, Project Exodus. Once we
Yeah,
learned
I
the
know
Earth might be
some stuff
threatened,
at the end of the
we
game,
needed
but
a plan
definitely
to
not
preserve all her
everything.
various life forms. That
definitely don't
plan
know
was the
anything about
Earth-Life
the new
Colonization
content.
Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years. But we clung to our mission, find a habitable planet, and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact.
Yeah,
We
like
had
it's
no
just the
choice.
collision that
We
created
channeled
like,
all the power
ice
we had
barrier
left
around
to
it.
soft land the habitat.
Like, what? How did that chemically happen? Besides fictional mumbo
Once the
jumbo.
dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
All right then. What's Blade then?
Blade is an acronym. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think. It's a relatively new organization. Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born.
Oh,
The
nice.
idea was to have one central
Nintendo just
organization
announced more
with
games
different
coming to the
disciplines to fill these
NES,
various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers.
Or NES
But
Online.
fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now, we have a
Looks
single
like...
top
Ooh,
priority that
Nobunaga's
supersedes all
Ambition.
others.
That's a good one.
The search for and recovery of the
Darkness?
Lifehold.
3 Koa
Take a look at this.
Oh no, all 4 of them Koa games. Very nice. Oh, time to add more games to the wheel.
The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly
Super
large
Nintendo
number of
games.
passengers, all of them held in stasis. All housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey
Romance
from
of the
Earth.
3 Kingdoms.
The flight
Right.
crew,
We're
maintenance
just
engineers.
make a bunch of 3 Kingdoms.
And of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary.
Uncharted Waters.
But the vast majority were in
so
the
a lot of
Lifehold.
military games.
Are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there,
maybe not
in
this Invasion
stasis,
Lord of Darkness.
waiting to be
Okay.
rescued.
Oh, those are
But
fun.
there's a problem.
Wonder how long
We
before I
now
play
know
one of
the
them.
Lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
And then now for the last question. What's registration like?
Ah, yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
In any case, I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Koo, even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
Alright then. Hey, I got 5,000 credits just by doing this. I always love the design of the barracks in this game. For all the online content you could want. I'll probably be playing some at some point. And then, whenever I get my skills. Alright, let's head outside then.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really, really want her to join Blade.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that scale. Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby.
The way that that's delivered.
Now this girl gets it. Aren't they just the coolest? Just everything about them. The lasers, the force fields, the bipedal and vehicular transformations. You ever have that dream where you're inside one and it's just transforming over and over and over?
You good, Lynn?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Actually, I don't normally show this to people, but I've been working on some Skell fanfiction. Hold on, I'll just pull it up here 1 sec.
Lynn?
Oh, right. Sorry.
Originally, scales were developed as a defensive measure, counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far so fast without Skell technology. I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells. And even then, you need a license.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
There is some criteria.
Man, how many hours
The
will it
details
take
are
to get
largely
that?
hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a Blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the Mission Control Board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over.
Oh, yes, this song.
So this is Mission Control. We don't have a dispatch system yet, so Blades usually choose their own assignments. Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official Blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updating. Just about every Blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of Blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited for.
Likewise. And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the Scout Console is for. We should show you that next.
Or is that?
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the Scout Console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo.
I wasn't at that one over there.
And Elma just said that, didn't she?
Hey,
What?
Ta-da! The Blade Scout Console. When the going gets tough, the tough go to the Scout Console. You know, to get tougher.
If you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is. A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one Blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for and recruit other Blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
You can't spell Blade without team. Sorta. Anyway, awesome, right? So, you ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
What? I'm just saying you'd have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
Oh,
That's what I am.
And here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley.
Hey,
So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
Blades can requisition equipment from any of the vendors here.
I won't lie, most Blade members face danger on a daily basis. Having the latest gear isn't about impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
True enough. And that goes not only for your personal armor and weapons, what we call ground gear, but for skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole skells.
I think this game was
Can you
one
imagine
of the
owning
first
your own skell?
RPGs I played where you can have like gear that changes your stats and also gear
right, the
for,
door. I think all that's
appearance.
left is the heart of Blade itself. Blade Tower.
Thankfully, that seems to have become a bit more of a common thing to have in games. But
Hey!
I'm trying to think of games that did it before this one. At least for ones I've played, this was the first that I'd seen even.
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ. The higher-ups, like Secretary Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of
Very
their
tall.
day here. The government leaders, too. They're based in the tower. Guys like our new Director General Maurice Chausson, for example.
Blades sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want to remember this place.
And that about does it for our tour. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing setup, right? You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's enough. We're not here to make a sales pitch. We just want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed decision to join us, or not. Now that you've seen where and how we work, hopefully it made a good impression, but your decision will be just that, your decision. In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
Finish the scoring mission. Wonder if they'll all be that easy. Oh, and hey, now there are multiple save slots. That's nice. Oh no, a large container. I can't open this one. Okay, so there are still some field skills I have to level up, but it doesn't seem to be the standard like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
That was previously there. Apparently, some data miners have been able to get into the game, and it seems like there might be a 60 FPS mode. I wonder what that could be for. Maybe for a new hardware possibly they're coming in a few months.
Honey, we're home.
Yes, very amusing.
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
Thank you, Ms. Gu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding officer.
Commander Vandam?
Vandam!
Does it have anything to do with our new arrival?
Correct. He stopped by while you were out on your tour.
Isn't there a
He said he'll
like
come back,
a Vandam
but
in
that I
every
shouldn't wait to
Xenoblade
ask
game?
you.
You have, of course,
Here we go.
Vandam in Xenoblade
I bet
2.
I can guess.
Commander
You
Vandam in
probably
this.
can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for blade duty with a training assignment.
You have the Vandam
What in the hell are we
family in
waiting
Xenoblade
for?
3.
As he put it.
The commander does have a way
And
with
then,
words.
Makes even my pitch sound smooth.
Who's Vandam in Xenoblade
I
1?
explained about the memory
Isn't
issues,
the
but he didn't see it as a
colonel from
problem.
Colony 9
And to be honest,
named Vandam?
given our current need for blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course, and I would never force or coerce anyone. Well, friend, what do you say? Can we count on you to do your part?
I refuse.
Ms. Koo, how much do you know about life pods?
Life pods? You mean like from the white whale?
Yes, those life pods. Like the one Elma, a blade, rescued our friend
No,
here
he's
from.
guilt tripping.
Emphasis on the word rescued. Because if you aren't released, you just sit there frozen in stasis forever.
So did you have an engineering question about life pods? Or is this all part of the guilt trip?
I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about. Now, what'll it be, friend?
I'm just not interested.
Now, you wouldn't want...
Yes.
You said no. You wouldn't refuse.
I forget how long
That's a
this
yes,
can go.
right?
I feel like he's trying to get me in a double negative.
You said no. You
Okay,
wouldn't
no,
refuse.
That's where
That's a yes,
That's where
right?
it ends. Okay.
I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization. Elma, she can start on your team.
It's always
You'll
fun
begin
when
training
games have
immediately.
moments like that.
Yes, Mr.
Like,
Secretary.
you know it's good. You have
With
to say
pleasure.
yes, but it's nice that they
All
do
right.
give you
Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
a fun piece of dialogue if you say no.
Now then, let's discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
I guess we should back up a bit. Here in New LA, we're using a specialized computer system called Frontier Nav to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira.
Ah, yes, you
A
mean the
network
Wii
of
U
data probes
gamepad.
that allows us to monitor conditions and collect all kinds of information about the planet.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's highest priorities. Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks. We call these blocks segments. Together, they form our grid. We determined this was the most efficient pattern, given the limited range of our probes. Based on it, we know exactly where we need the probes to go. Now we just have to install them.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a Blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed. So for this first exercise, you'll be heading here, to that white segment. Go there, install the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it. East of the city.
In that case, we can take the East Gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be there in no time.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure to you, Elma.
Of course, Mr. Secretary. All right, you two, shall we?
Yeah! Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe!
Alright, time for chapter 2. Let's go install a probe then.
Man, am I glad we pulled an assignment to the east of the city this time. It'd be a long walk all the way back over to the West Gate.
Hold on. Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigen activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business. One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigent butt, huh? Seriously? That was you? Cool.
I don't think so. Those Grexes we took down were fairly routine. Definitely not something they'd lock both gates over, at least.
Elma, you can boast for
Then
a
I
little
take my
bit.
cool back. But wait a sec. You guys fought Grexes? The two of you? Hey, that's still pretty cool. They've been hassling a lot of teams lately, especially how they hunt in packs and all.
Let's not get too excited. Confidence can be good. Overconfidence can be fatal, especially when you're new.
Yeah, you're right.
But enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with. Let's head out.
Roger. That probe isn't gonna install itself. Let's get to the East Gate, shall we?
And it's right there. Although it looks like it's closed. Who are you? Eleonora. Oh, okay. There we go. I can't go any further up. All the different areas in this game. I don't think I ever even got to Cauldros when I originally played the game. Definitely explored Noctilum, Sylvalum, and Oblivia, and of course Primordia. Shadow Rises. Huh, what are these? Besides landmarks. Oh, the music. Like, Hiroyuki Sawano composing this game really did give it its own unique flair. Ooh, level 25. That's a dangerous one. Now that we have three members.
Attack at range! Follow my fire, Carnival! I know! Take this! Shadow Strike! Just force!
Early bird!
I got a little reckless. Let me catch myself.
I owe you
first.
one.
Kill me. That did something. Try toppling it with gunfire. I know! Take this! Go me! Now close the gap!
Next leg.
Now, melee attack!
I know! Take this!
I will take this one.
Shadow Strike! Nice!
Oh,
Move in
body
and
press.
take some damage!
I know!
Oh, of course now.
Take this! Go me! Now close the gap! Watch me lay into it! Slide it! Swing him! Hit him again for me! I hope you're ready for this!
Appendage destroyed! Move in and strike! Scream edge!
Fire! Don't push! Where did they all come from?
Upper hand!
I got a little reckless. Please,
I
kill
should
me.
heal up first!
Roll harder to fire it up.
God darn it.
Flashlight!
Move in and do some damage!
Flame! I know!
Strike!
Take
I
this!
owe you one!
Go me! Close the gap!
Ah,
More
dang it.
hits for me. Promise.
Early bird!
Oh wait, I should have waited for my teammates to defeat the I did not really look at the 2 options I was given. Oh, range. Okay, heavy weather, range accuracy, beam attack power, and critical chance with your boots. Huh, I did not know that.
Oh, they've seen
Let's
us!
try a small one first.
Attack at range! Target my sight!
Fire Carnival!
Shadow Strike!
Assault Hammer! Wow! Down we go! Impressive fire!
Early Bird!
Nice job! Hope I didn't get in the way.
Nice one with that new skill.
Oh, they've seen us!
Shadow Strike!
Assault Hammer! Down we go!
Side Flash! Bio targeted sight!
Wow! Wild down!
Attack at range! Follow my lead! Targeted sight!
I know! Take this!
Shadow
Fire
Strike!
Carnival!
Side Flash!
So neat! Now close the gap! Watch me lay in flame grenade!
God dang, use that piece right
I should be doing better.
I should be
Kill
the
me.
first! Slide Knife! Move in and do some damage!
I know! Take this! Ugh, too easy. Move in on the next one. Watch me lay into it.
Shadow Strike! That's tough. Catch me up! Side
You
Flash!
okay? I'm coming!
Appreciated. Appendage destroyed. Move in and
I
strike!
know! Take this! Go me! Now close the gap! Lay into it.
Slide Knife! Move in and do some
I
damage!
feel great! Let me at it! Assault Hammer!
Use an aura! Get control of the battle!
I unfortunately do not have it.
Flame grenade!
Side Flash! Now, melee attacks!
I know! Take this! We have that in the bag.
I don't know why they even bother.
Ready? Let's move in!
Now it's
Blast
my
down.
turn!
Flame
Side
grenade!
Flash! Fire! Splinter!
Flame flow!
I
Thank
owe
you.
you one.
Wild space!
Some nice. Move in and do some
I
damage.
really don't know why I have that health that can let me taunt the enemy when I don't really have that much health
Punch first. Ask questions later.
or defense, especially compared to
I know!
Lynn.
Shadow Strike! Wild dance! Flame hammer! Down we go!
I owe you one.
Present fire! Wild
Side
space!
Flash!
That did something!
Early
Try
bird.
toppling it with gunfire!
Slide! Splinter!
Right out! Going all out! Let's send them flying! If anyone's hurt, say something! I got a workout from all that running. This must be good. Ready? Let's move in!
Now it's my turn! Some nice.
Assault hammer!
Move in and do some damage.
No! Take this! Go me! Now close the gap!
Extreme Edge!
Flame close!
I owe you
like
one.
you. Wild space!
That put a dent in him. Move in and keep early bird. Side slash. Upper hand.
And you just like lay it! This could make all the difference.
Shadow strike. Multiple neutralize. Switch to close range combat.
Leave this to me!
I'm in trouble. Heal me.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Creep back here, Jenny.
Fire Carnival!
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Hope you're ready for this.
Move in and do some damage.
Salt Hammer! Remember, it'll get a little stronger.
There we
on
go.
any front.
Ooh. Oh, the poor Gonzaleses. Who could have done this? Level 99 player approaches. Oh, God!
What the hell happened here? You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius?
Unless
Unless... what?
this is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That Sinicula. It's a tyrant.
Huh? But it looks just like any other Sinicula.
Think about it. Your typical simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually we'd find one simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Sinicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Sinicula tyrant sighted not too long ago, but it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid.
Let's kill it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa there, rookie. We're talking about a tyrant here. Do you even understand what that means?
We should probably explain. Tyrant is our term for any indigenous life form that falls outside of our usual threat ranking system. In other words, they're too powerful for us to even measure how dangerous they would be to take on.
And too powerful doesn't always just mean physically strong. If a creature has even a single especially nasty trait, it's classified as a tyrant.
Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field.
We got this.
If they come back at all.
Well, alright. I'm game if you are. Count me in, Elma. Let's do this. If we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. We can't just keep running forever, you know? Besides, I'd never forgive myself if someone else ended up getting hurt because we just left it here.
All right. Let's do it. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This will be tougher than anything else we've faced.
Year in Arts. Okay, let's do that then. No, that's the map. Alright, what do we currently have? Now this is still the best weapon I have for myself. Same for the assault rifle. Alright, time to put on a scouter. It's just a point. And nothing really. Oh well. Check what arts everyone has. There are a lot of arts available. Is this just from this class? Alright, you can also level up arts. Does it also increase the cooldown? Oh, do we not currently have any? Oh no, it says I have 49. Now, is battle points shared across all 3 characters? Okay, no, each one gets an individual. That's good. So yeah, let's level up Assault Hammer. Okay, so yeah, it does lower cooldown. Let's level up everything at least once. Oh, ah, jeez. Okay. Need 12 to level it up again. Yeah, because this one I'm constantly needing, especially for topple. That'd be good. Alright. Elma is a full metal jaguar. Let's also get everything leveled up once. That's it. Skills as well, but it doesn't seem like I have any at the moment. Yes, looks like skills I only get from the further classes. Almost. Oh, no, she doesn't have it either. Ah, yes, the fashion gear. Yeah, I'm getting out of that, yeah, no, I don't like the color of that one. That's, orange like that. There are a lot of armor pieces. There's all those. Yeah, let's take a prototype gear. No, I can't match it. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, I've been destroying appendages for a while. I understand that. Oh, destroying appendages, with additional rewards. That I did not know. Alright, play the song.
Yes! Hit him again for me! Hope you're ready for
Early
this!
bird. That's intentional. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Slide! Sling 'em!
My bad, it's too bad.
Wild down! Assault hammer! Wild smash!
Side splash! That's intentional. Move in and keep the
Hope
rhythm
you're ready
going.
for this!
Slide! Focus destroyed. Move in and strike. Shadow strike.
Take this! Blow me! Now close the gap!
Oh, this is
I
such a
like
good song.
Upper
Fire
hand.
carnival!
Scream edge.
Jesus, that was a lot of damage.
Sliding slinger. Side splash. Tough. Touch me up.
You okay? I'm coming!
I owe you one. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
I know! Take this!
Man, didn't even get to hear. Just got to hear a bit of the song.
We are awesome!
Just got through the
Nice
first
work,
beginning of the
Lynn.
chorus.
You fought well. You did too. Now
Guess
let's
that's
get
what
down to
happens when you
business and
actually
install
level up
that
your
data
skills.
probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot
Big
to bury the
laser beam.
probe.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try.
I gotta push the button. No second guesses. I'm pushing it.
Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
Man, that goes.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
Hi, Lau. Engaging massive flares. What do you mean it's just Yama? We were able to deal with that pretty easily. We got tyrants. We got treasure and unknowns. That right over there. No, let me get up there. Yes, it is. Oh. I think this was also one of the first games I played that was really like, if you see something and want to go there, you can. Sometimes you didn't have it or all the capabilities to do it. Like if you wanted to get, say, up there, only real way to get up there would be like using a scout.
You asked for it. You won't beat me.
Shadow Strike! Nice. Move in and do some damage.
I know! Take this! What? That is something. Try toppling it with gunfire.
Extreme Edge! Side flash!
What? Hand it down. We can lay it. This could make all the difference. Where did it all come from?
Slide!
Hey,
Shut off! Strike! Side flash!
and one more hit.
Upper hand!
Follow me. I'm in this.
Come on, finish it. Yeah, this is what I should have done with last time.
We can do this.
Catch me up!
Okay, that's what was looking for.
Whoa!
Another enemy.
Slide! Move in and do some damage!
So what are you staggered me? Back off! Use melee attacks. Never hurts to get a little stronger.
Alright, one's defeated. Time to run.
I have to stay in this. Help me!
No!
Flash!
Take this!
Targeted
Grenade!
upper Upper hand!
Close the gap!
Strong armor! Use an aura! Get control of the battle! Slide!
Don't push!
Move in and keep the rhythm going!
I hope you're ready for this! Don't need! Now close the gap!
Side splash!
Recuperate! Ah!
Upper hand!
Yes! Now
got
melee
this,
is
Elma.
my turn!
Pendant destroyed! Move in! Strike! Slide! Splinter!
Oh no, time for the big hit.
So what if you staggered me?
Heal me!
Don't worry, I've got your back.
I owe you one. Nice. Move in and do some damage.
I know! Take this!
There we go. That was a bit closer than I thought it was going to be. Oh, that is what happens when you engage two of them.
Great!
Also, is skill in a word? Hey, it's Van Damme.
Commander Vandam.
Well, now, look what the cat dragged in.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less. That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
Woo! Finish chapter 2. Honestly, I do not know how many chapters are in this game.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't
Alright,
worry
isn't
about
that
it,
when I
all right?
get to choose,
I'll settle up with you
what part of
later.
Blade I
You
want
know
to
I'm good for it.
The
be a part
bet?
of?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked her to become a blade, little Miss Stick in the Rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow? Huh. Not much for conversation, are you?
Hey, I'm gonna create a character.
So you still
What
haven't
can
told
you
us why
expect?
you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment. Whoa there, Itchy Trigger. I know you're just chafing at the bit to run out there and grab the world by its tail, but you need to choose a division first. Once that's all hashed out, we can get into detail about what your first assignment's gonna be.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions.
I think I was part of the Pathfinder.
Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important.
It was
you
either
bet your ass
Pathfinder
it's
or
important.
I think the one.
We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place.
Screen.
The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akeloff and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen? This is their division. Interceptors have one main duty: protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads, they escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
I'm trying to remember if there are any gameplay
Next
differences.
are the Harriers.
Or like
Remember Doug Barrett,
probably not
the
gameplay,
scout
but
pilot
like at
conducting
least
the test flight with Lynn?
effects or something.
He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigene that moves.
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out, everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and
Yeah, maybe it
stones,
was the
you name it.
Curators.
It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next? All right, Prospectors.
Hey,
Prospectors
I'm going
do,
down the line.
well,
I'm going into the mines.
They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we
Oh,
need for
Prospector,
everyday
no.
life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, Outfitters. All of our ground gear and skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the Mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to Mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate.
I forget, can you change it later
Mediators
on in the game?
can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigents, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like.
Oh, okay, you can.
So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right, you ready to choose?
Yeah, and? We're on pins and needles here.
So, Pathfinders... I could have sworn there were second effects on all of them. What would work best with Sapphire? Go with the Mediators.
Then it's settled?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
Congrats, and welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
Thanks for the votes of confidence.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
All right, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Alright, Chapter 3. Builders of a Legacy. That's the first 2 initials. I'm officially a Blade now. Learn more about working with games to make new gear. Story missions, Infinity missions, normal missions. basic missions. Okay.
Strength comes from experience. That's true
Alright,
on any
well,
planet.
that was a lot of information. I think I got most of it. Let's see if there are any affinity missions available. No mission over here.
Great!
What do you need, Sadie?
Now what?
Excuse me? Sorry to bother you, and I know you're terribly busy, but is there any way you might help with a rather urgent request? I promise I won't take much of your time. Heck, I don't have much of my own to spend taking up yours. Sorry, getting off track. Anyway, I know I should be running this request through official channels and all that, so I'm sorry. But there's just no time! I'm desperate at this point, and I'll literally take any help I can get, or not to say you're just anybody. You're great! Look, I know I must sound completely bonkers, but just hear me out, okay? That's all I ask. Really? You're going to listen to me? Oh man, what are the odds the first person I asked would help me out, huh? Like 9 to 1? I'm shy, you see, and I'm about to work myself into a panic thinking I'd have to keep up approaching strangers. What with the staring and the awkwardness and... Yeah, so I need you to deliver some supplies to a blade team in the field. I'm a mechanic, you see, specializing in skills. I tend to head up a lot of important projects. Sorry, did that sound right? I just got a call from the team that's always been really nice to me. He asked me to bring them supplies so they can do a field repair on the big skills. Apparently, it's something called a municipal defense. Attack them after they left on the mission. Now they're training them. I pride myself on customer service, but wandering around outside the city is just... No. Bad idea. Bad idea. Especially with the whimsical Google that broke their skull still kicking around. Much as I wanted to help, I'm just a mechanic. There was only so much I could do. But on the other hand, the thought of those poor skulls lying there all beat up just broke my heart. So I gathered some adventure stuff and left town, but then kind of panicked about what to do next. The only sane plan I could come up with was asking someone else for help, and then you came along. It's like magic, only not. Anyway, I know I should post this to mission control, but I don't have time for the rules, man. I can't just stand around filing paperwork and cutting red tape or whatever. Oh, and I'll pay you, of course. Or actually, the leader of the team, you'd be rescuing kind of. At any rate, they're really in trouble, so if you could get these supplies to them, I'd really appreciate it. Oh no, I just talked to the person.
Hey!
That's your goal. You just want to topple them. You'll never miss a topple foe, and the effect is obscenely powerful. But to set up a topple, you gotta first stagger your foe, then shut your yapple, and remember this. Once a foe has been staggered, if you hit him with an art that has a topple effect, you'll always topple them. Nice, right? But in even more powerful ways to control your foe's skills binding. They may actually let you pilot the skill. So in anticipation of that, remember my words. And it can be a while. So write it down. follow stagger with the topple, and if you're on a skeleton, stagger into a bucket. Thanks, Wolf.
Oh, listen.
Hey,
Nice, we can buy things now. Diving mask and a snorkel. Interesting. Okay, there's the AM. Investing uranium into an AM's development is one way of interacting with them. Contributing enough will increase their corporate level, bringing new products to their lineup. Another way of interacting with AMs is by contracting them to upgrade battle traits on your gear. Doing this requires material salvage from enemies. One more way of interacting with AMs is by contracting them to engineer augments for inserting into empty slots on your gear. This requires materials, precious resources, and uranium. Additionally, if you have augments you're no longer using, you can dismantle them back into materials and precious resources. Okay. You can also interact with AMs by contracting them to create powerful gear for you that is not ordinarily available in the shop. This requires materials, precious resources, and uranium. Materials required to upgrade battle traits or engineer augments can be set for tracking in the navigation panel. Okay. Okay, that's helpful. More enemies from which necessary materials may be salvaged will be marked. There we go. Lots of different weapons. That is the much higher level stuff. Okay, we can actually get skeletons as well. The following arms manufacturers are open for business. Sakuraba Industries. Galactic Group. GGG. Beam Tech Research.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's level up it's standard crate. What the heck? Alright, a lot of stuff there.
hey!
Am I right?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, that's just a way to quickly open the map. Now then. Hopefully this will at least be a similar path to the main quest I have.
One, two, three, four.
Yeah, it's another.
Attack at range! Follow my lead!
Oh, wait. Man, that target is much farther away.
We should weaken them just to be safe. This can make all the difference.
Move in and do some damage.
I know! Take this!
Shadows, I owe you one.
Close the gap!
Now, it's my turn.
Wow! Full hammer!
Side slash.
Pendant and death! Weaken them and lay in! Hey! Lay off!
Sliding slinger.
So what if you staggered me? Touch me on top! You okay? I'm coming!
Appreciated.
That did something! Try toppling
Early
with
bird.
gunfire!
Shadow strike. That could have dented him.
I feel
Move
great!
in and keep the rhythm
Hope
going.
you're ready for this! Slam down!
Upper hand.
Close the gap!
Side slash.
I'll blast a hole right in my stomach! Hope I didn't get in the way.
Boss again? That's like Frank. Plus level. Okay, rank 9 at the moment. Oh, no, just change the time.
It begins! Locked and loaded! Fire
Shadow
carnival!
Side slash.
Trash!
Sliding slinger.
Wow! Pendant down! This can make all the difference!
Suck nice. Move in and do some damage.
I know! Take this! Go me! Now blast it!
My turn. Sliding slinger. Shadow strike.
Fire carnival!
Upper hand. Side slash.
Down we go! How's that touch of fire? Got us down! Lay down some cover
Let's
fire!
move.
Here we go!
Let's see what you've got.
We should weaken them just to be safe! This can make all the difference! Wow!
Shadow strike.
Yes! Hit him again for me! Assault hammer! Carnival! Hope you're ready for this!
Side slash. Sliding slinger. Scream edge.
Good, Lynn.
Sorry, I can't seem to get fired up. Get that adrenaline going! Thanks!
Side slash. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
I know! Take this! Never hurts to get a little stronger. My cooking got better.
Nice, leveled up.
They've seen us!
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Ready?
Shadow
Let's
strike.
move in! Watch me lay into it! Wild down!
Sliding slinger.
Yes! Now melee attack!
have the high ground now.
Where did they all come from?
Fire! Don't miss!
We got 2 of them now.
Sliding! Nice! Move in and do some damage.
I know! Take this!
Appreciate it.
Go me! Now close up and lay into it!
Upper hand! Side slash!
Fire carnival! This could make all the difference!
Turret muscle neutralized. Switch to close range combat.
Roger! They won't get a moment's rest!
Suck nice. Move in and do some damage. Upper hand.
I know! Take this!
Shadow strike.
Cloud down!
God damn
Flash grenade!
Sliding.
Go me! Now close the gap!
Use an aura. Get control of the battle.
Roger!
Now.
They won't get a
Melee
moment's
attack.
rest! Split edge! Yes! Now melee attacks! Watch me
Slide. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
I know!
Shadow strike. That understands it. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Side slash. Shadow run.
If anyone's hurt, say something! Neutralize! Nice work!
Wow. Oh, wow, that's was that everyone getting? Okay, no, that was everyone else. Oh, good. Yeah, nice. Alright. What to go for? Where'd that drifter's the only one with 5 skill slots? What do I want to use first? Because I do remember whenever you master classes, you can then use those arts on any other class. Yeah, I think Galactic Knight is where I kind of want to end it. Maybe I at least want to try it out first. Well, do I have any ray guns? I guess that's also one question. I have a photon saber, but no ray guns. We'll just give you a this class doesn't give too many arts. Yeah, let's go with Striker. Okay, so yeah, I can now use skills. Okay, so you can also use the weapons with any arts as well. Gotcha. Limited with the amount of arts I can currently use as well. Okay, I level them up at least. Level up Rising Blade. How's it going?
Joe!
Hey, little help over here? Some indigent attacked us during our assignment. Got one of my men pretty good. Skill's busted too. Damn thing won't move at all. Think maybe you could spare some supplies? Oh, Sadie sent you? Oh, why didn't you say so? Instead of letting me flap my guns like an idiot. Here, give me the supplies. I need to get the skill patch pronto. Thanks, pal. You're a lifesaver. I asked Sadie for help, but I wasn't exactly getting my hopes up. You know what I mean? I'm impressed you made it out of it here in one piece. Is that supposed to be a dig? You digging at us? Because I don't like the cut of your jib. Hell, if that giant indigent thing hadn't turned up, I'd be here slamming down a cold one right now. How the heck did you beat the whimsical Dougal anyway? That thing was huge. What? You made it all the way here without running into it? Not even once? Yeesh. Either somebody's watching it out for you, or somebody's got it in for us. One or the other. Well, that means that damn whimsical Dougal's still on a rampage somewhere. Talk about a piece of bad news. Not every blade's as lucky as you know? You got to take that thing out before it kills someone. What do you say? Think that luck of yours is good enough to beat a whimsical Dougal? Me? I want to sock the giant lug right into its ugly face. I'm sure you know how frustrating it is to have your assignment put on hold. Do this for a fellow blade. Secure the route and kick that ugly thing in the teeth. I'll be here waiting for all the juicy details. Alright then. Oh, right there. It's only level 9.
Ready? Let's move in! Here we go!
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee. Side slash!
Assault power! Down you go!
Target in sight!
Fire! Blast! Pending down! This can make all the difference!
Now! Melee attacks!
I know! Take this! I feel great! Let me at it!
Engaging! Lay down some fire for me!
Move!
Sliding slinger! So nice! Move in and do some damage!
I know! Take this! Let's get fired up!
Sorry, Lynn, don't have one of those arts.
I figured we'd win. Let's keep it up!
See, it's done with that. This. Well, you beat the whimsical Dougal into the next week yet? Hold on. Now, judging from the air of confidence and a smug grin on your face, I'd say that baby's 6 feet under. Well, shoot. That's music to my ears. You cleared the path and made my day to boot. Pretty impressive stuff. I really gotta thank you. Well, while you were off fighting, I was working on the skeleton. Almost got it all patched up. Looks like we'll be getting back to work without losing much time, thanks to you. We'll bang these data probes into Frontier Nav probe sites and be back home in time for supper. Hopefully the indigen data they churn out will make sure no one else gets other nasty surprises. Hey, thanks. The Pathfinders are an elite group even by Blade standards, which means average schlubs like me have got to work extra hard to keep up. And that means it's time for me to patch this skill up and get back to work. Some planet we picked to crash into, huh? It's easy to forget how nuts this place is until you get your ass handed to you by some giant monster. I mean, for the foreseeable future, we're probably going to be fighting things like, or that can easily crush skulls. I gotta remember to be a lot more careful, or I'm gonna wind up a lot more dead. No more rookie mistakes from here on out. You gotta be careful too, yeah? Let's both of us live a long time. A long, long time. See where humanity goes, you know? Happy to help.
Strength comes from experience. That's true on any planet.
Oh, what the heck? That's lovely. That's where I'm going. So I should be able to continue on through this path. The Aurora Borealis.
They've seen us! Attack at range! Follow my light!
Shadow strike!
Watch me lay into it! Rising blade! Look it!
Side slash!
Flame flow!
I owe you one.
Fire carnival!
Slide knife! Move in and do some damage. Side slash! Shadow strike!
Assault stand again for me!
Where are your meds?
Lay down and cut a fire! Oh, great.
Not really.
ready for this! Side flash! Targeted sight!
Rising blade! So mean! Now close the gap! Close it!
Side flash! Shadow strike! Infuriate! Upper hand!
Rising blade! I figured we'd win. Let's keep it up.
No items from here?
Huh. Huh.
Ah, the broken down skull.
Damn. I knew we would have heard from them by now.
It was definitely fighting something. But this damage, it's not the usual claw or bite marks.
No signs of the team. If they were eaten, we'd know it. So did they walk away, or were they taken? Right. Either way, they couldn't have gotten very far. Let's keep looking.
Hold up, Elma. Check this out. I'm picking up an Earth-based IFF signal coming from that direction. It's Pathfinder.
That thing over there, maybe?
It doesn't look natural, does it?
No, it doesn't. It looks like trouble.
And look at this. I'm picking up readings for other life forms, too. Multiple signals, moving around inside the structure. Elma, you don't think...
I think you're right. Look at their movements. They're controlled, orderly. They're definitely not wild animals. Now the question is, are they native to Mira? Or are they visitors like us? And if so, from where?
You think it's one of the forces that destroyed Earth?
Let's not jump to any conclusions. It's a big universe out there. Of course, we shouldn't rule it out either.
Should we call this into HQ?
Yes, but not from here. If we're picking up their signals, they might be close enough to intercept ours.
You there! Drop your weapons!
Stay calm. We don't want to provoke them.
Earth aliens! Surrender! Now!
They know about Earth? You may have been right after all, Lynn.
What are you
Grab a
doing?
mediator.
It's okay, Lynn. Just stand down. I'm not sure why, but somehow they're able to communicate with us.
Meaning?
Meaning we need to know if diplomacy is a viable option.
Roger that.
We come in peace, and we're willing to negotiate. If you have any Earth alien prisoners, we'd ask the conditions for their release. If you don't, we'll leave you in peace.
No negotiations. No conditions. We have our orders.
Oh,
All Earth aliens must die.
that makes it easy for us. Oh, nice. Quick cooldown's an option now.
They've seen us! Ready? Let's move it! Shadow strike! Yes! Hit him again!
You're on top of this now. Scream
I
edge!
know! Take this! Fire Carnival!
Side flash!
Yet.
Yes! Now melee attack!
Early bird. That put a dent in him. Move in and keep the
You're
rhythm
ready
going.
for this! Hope you're ready for this.
Slide nice! Move in and do some damage.
It never hurts to get a little stronger. So much for the diplomatic approach. What's the deal with wanting us all dead anyway?
Yeah, I wonder. They did mention they were following orders. Maybe someone higher up their chain of command would be willing to negotiate.
Hopefully. Yeah, nice. A decent base.
Lynn, can you give us an approximate location for that IFF signal?
Let's see. Seems to be originating from that building over there.
Then we'd better get moving. There's no time to lose.
Ready? Let's move in! Oh, they've seen us! Wow, yes! Now melee attacks! Fire Carnival! Side Slaphammer! Slide Grenade! Yes! Hit him again for me!
Not really.
Hope you're ready for this! Hope I didn't get in the way. Ready? Let's move in!
Wait, what? I could just do it. And then they disappeared. Wow, those two really dipped out.
Let's see what you've got. They're off guard. Stack them for melee attack. Shadow strike.
I'll make him stumble. Down you go. Spring back. I've got you cover fire. Get your adrenaline.
My adrenaline's rising. That's how you're made. You can do it. Shadow strike.
Salt hammer. Down you go.
Scream edge.
Yes. Now melee attack.
Upper hand.
Wow. No. Take life. With thermal payload.
That put a dent in him. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Shadow
Carnival. I hope you're ready for
Shadow strike.
vengeance. I feel amazing. Are you using auras? Wow.
Scream edge. Upper hand.
This has been much easier to get through now that I better understand.
I'm adrenaline. Let me out.
Better understand.
Nice job. Let's keep it up.
Oh yeah, don't know if I can go.
Ready? Let's move in.
What?
Prepare to